Okay. So, it's that apple time of year, and the eponymous pony clan is unloading some of Big Mac's special apple jam onto their good friend and business partner, Filthy Rich. But AJ senses some skullduggery going on, and she's like, Apple Bloom, did you sell off some of our apple crunk juice without telling me? And AB's like, yep, I sure did. Now that Starlight Glamorous Glimmers revived the Ponyville crunk scene, it's become our best-selling product, and we could turn a way bigger profit if we just supplied it to local businesses instead of making people come all the way out here to get it. And AJ's like, God damn it, Apple Bloom, this is a family business. Our ass-backwards traditions are more important than making money. But why's it gotta be like that? If we just ran this thing better, we could actually make a decent living instead of breaking our backs just to pay the bills. I don't want to hear none of that, Missy. You fix this right now, or you're only getting a half serving of apple gruel tonight. But I already only get a half serving. That's why I haven't grown a goddamn inch in the past 6 years. Well, then you only get half of a half, which is like 1/3 or something. I know you think you've got great ideas, but trust me, you don't. God damn it, AJ, you've never had an idea in your life. What the fuck do you know? Actually, I did have an idea once, and it was the worst thing ever. So, you see, Mom and Dad had just hung themselves so that the rest of us would have enough food to survive the winter, and me and Big Mac were arguing over who was gonna run the farm. Now, I thought I was a smart filly because I had ideas, but Big Mac always said, you can't plow a mare with ideas. And I said, yeah, that may be so, but ideas can make money, and you can definitely plow as many mares as you want if you have money. A case in point would be our old buddy, Filthy Rich. One day he asked us to meet him in town, and he was like, hi, Apples. This is my fiance, hard as diamonds. And she was like, you two look like a couple of dumb motherfucking hillbillies. Dear, remember what I told you. Oh, I'm sorry, that was incredibly rude. I meant that you two look like a couple of hillbillies. I understand that you don't have a mother to fuck anymore, and I'm sorry for your loss. That's not what I meant, but good try. And I was like, look, Rich, I know you're kind of a greedy bastard sometimes, but you're mostly an okay guy. Why in God's name would you marry this butter-faced tart? She gives amazing head, dude. I've got nothing else to say. I mean, how good could it possibly be, man? No, seriously, bro, she can suck the cork out of a wine bottle. All right, man, I can't argue with that. Also, she likes it in the butt. Yeah, now you're just bragging. Okay, hold on a second. Not to go off on a tangent, but like, what's going on here? So, like, we get to see Cumbucket McGolddigger here when she was younger, and my first reaction was, what happened to her face? This schnoz looks like a hippopotamus, and this one looks like a rhinoceros. Oh my god. Wait, guys. I just got it. Guys, seriously. She had a rhinoplasty. Also, I'm not saying I like this chick, but I would totally ram her into the headboard every night while she rolled her eyes and posted on Facebook about how inadequate I was. So, AJ's like, anyway, back in the day, we didn't have apple crunk juice, we just had cider, and Filthy wanted to sell it for us at his store. So, I told Granny Smith, and she was like,
Damp apple jam jars preserve the flavor for moons, but cider starts to spoil the second it comes out the press.
And I was like, then why don't we just put the cider in the same jars as the jam? Are you crazy? How do you even put cider in a jam jar? You know, just like pour it in there? Nope, this is fucking crazy talk. Go tell Rich it can't be done. So I was like, all right, Mac, we're gonna have Granny declared legally insane, which will be easy because she probably is, and then we'll take control of the farm and actually start making some money. All we have to do is lure her to the psych ward at Ponyville General. And Mac was like, AJ, why don't we just refuse to work? I mean, it's not like she can buck apples herself. We have all the leverage in this situation. Just tell her that she's being stubborn and closed-minded, and if we don't get a say in how the farm is run, then we're not gonna help run it. Sure, she'll be pissed at first, but once she sees all the cash flow from increased cider sales, she'll be forced to come around. That way we can do everything honestly, everybody wins, and we don't have to horribly betray our own kin. Oh my god, Big Mac, shut up, you talk too much. And Apple Bloom's like, wait, you tried to take control of the farm by staging a coup? And AJ's like, hey, we don't use words with silent letters in this house. Hey, come on, man, be cool. Anyway. So, we got Granny to the hospital, but she got drunk on rubbing alcohol and wandered off. And I was like, okay, Mac, you pretend to be Granny while I go find her and bring her back. Why do I need to pretend to be her? If we just split up and look for her, it'll be quicker and we won't. God damn it, Big Mac, you never listen to me. It's always blah, blah, blah. But this is the dumbest thing. Quit flapping your gums and help me with my genius plan. Unfortunately, Big Mac was so butthurt after I yelled at him that the nurses thought he had ass cancer and they rushed him into surgery while I was looking for Granny. Now, when I found her, she was in a supply closet drinking all the cleaning fluid, and she got so trashed she thought she was a doctor and stumbled into the operating theater. And she was like, "Now, you see, everyone says you need this big old thingy right here, but in my experience, they cause nothing but trouble, so I recommend cutting it off." That's when I finally realized that my plan had gone slightly awry, and I explained to everyone that this was not a doctor, but an old lady who just drank 2 bottles of Lysol. Anyway, Big Mac was so traumatized by the whole thing that he never talked again. So, I hope you learned something from that story, Apple Bloom. Yes, ma'am. I learned that sometimes people won't listen to reason no matter how well you present your side of the argument, and at that point, the only thing you can do is stay out of the way or your own granny might saw your wiener off? I forget what I was trying to teach you, but that sounds about right.
Wish we could